Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at CenturyLink Field in downtown Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go, deep, tighten up.
He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, come on, now, come on, now. Set up.
2nd and 9 now. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Down. Pittsburgh. Man left, man left. 3 down, 3 down.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Boom, boom. We got 3. We got
2nd and 10. They'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Here we go, set. 90, Wolf.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Hey, Delta. X3. 218, chop. Go. Hit it.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Hey, over.
57's the mic. Rock 57. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 57.
Hey.
57.
Ready?
Now Jones operating from the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
But you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
It's time to move. It's time to move. Lights 57. 57, come on.
Check. Watch the eye. Check safety. Slam. He's checking.
Rock it.
Crash.
Yep.
And I need one.
Shoot.
On 3rd down, Jones. Looking left sideline, it's complete. 30 yards there, and of course the 1st down as well.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out.
Hey, Steve 6.
57's the mic.
5.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Set. 50, plant.
Max 50. Hey, watch the slant. He's coming. We got double up.
6-6, pull it high. Get it.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Come on, set. 18, Gator.
I got you.
Bud.
Hey, 50's the mic. 50's the mic. I got one. Mike's 50. You must
Look at me. Zipper. Now.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Tighten up. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Look slow. Check 91. 91 is the mic. Mike 91. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
Looking to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So that's going to push him back half the distance. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Ready, break. Mike's 50. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Good solid gain on first down. About what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd and 7.
70, Indy. Hey, Charlie. 57, come on. Big grip.
Now McCoy. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
What we got? Watch twist, hey, Sam up. Watch twist. Shift. Watch twist. Go.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
Yeah.
Jones now on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go Go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Mike 50. Mike 50. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Take four. Take four.
Ready?
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hey, check 24.
Pilot, 64, weak. Shoot.
On second down, it's McCoy looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage.
You got it.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
And it brings up third down.
Ready?
The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, I 7. Hey, 5.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
So it's our first offensive points of the game so far, and it gives us a very rare scoreline. We don't see this one often, 5-0.
Yeah, it's been sort of a weird one to this point, hasn't it? But hey, in this league, you take points any way you can get them.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Buying time to his left. Now the ball comes loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. You've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, But my goodness,
Ready.
think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Switch it.
Here's McCoy. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one is right through. And thanks to his safety and 2 field goals, this is now an 8-0 game. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Let's go, baby.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now back to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you call multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, wahoo!
Let's go, D. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Check. Hey. Say go.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jones. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
50's the mic. 50's the mic. Blue down.
Yep.
From the gun, Jones. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
91 is the mic. They're not ready for it.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So 1 touchdown, 1 2-point conversion. That accounts for our first half total. 8-0 is our score. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Under 10. Under 10. 10. Kill. 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 Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
Again, it's McCoy. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Come on, set. 50, plant.
You better print. You let me know right now. You better print. Hey, look. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Tighten up.
Hey, exit. Yeah. Ready.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Squeeze.
Slam. Whip. Watch the whip. Bang.
Shoot.
Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Down. 70. Indy. 80 weapons.
Walk quick.
Hey, box drop.
50.
Go. 5.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones looking left side, and it's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run it with McCoy. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
91 is the Mike. Mike 91. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Where'd he go?
They're going to look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
91 is the Mike. Come on, dude.
They'll set up a throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll set up to throw. Dancing to his left. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Let's go.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
First down, San Francisco.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Joker, 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 Joker. Kill, kill, kill.
Leo.
A little flare, flare.
Go out.
Check third.
Now.
Be
To throw again. Jones. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Go.
They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception, where the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got a first down past the 30. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And the 49er hands team does its job. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. I mean, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, Delta. Minus 50, minus 50. Go. 5.
Here's Jones operating from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
You got tape.
He'll try and run for it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
Looking deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 13 yards there and a Niner first. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
57. Yep, 57.
Jones now from the gun. He'll throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Throwing Jones. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 10. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marcus Williams. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
6-6, pull it high.
57. Mike, 57.
They gonna need some therapy after this.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check 3, check 3.
Rock it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Hey, Charlie.
He's not going to get me. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Let's get the ball.
up this magic. One up and up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you